Hello to my Aries and happy motivational Monday to each and every one of you all. Aries, we are in the last quarter moon phase of this particular cycle, right? So I want to make sure you purge all of the things that you may have held on to where you didn't feel nurtured, protected, secure, appreciated in relationships, all areas of your life, whether it's family, blood relatives, people that's like family, non-blood relatives, your professional life. Make room for the blessings that's coming ahead. So finish out strong, close out this cycle strong. Let's get ready for some good news to come across your path. That's right, this is the year of wealth, right? Not just financial wealth, but wealth of knowledge, wisdom, discernment, love. Whatever you're trying to increase, make room for it. You got to purge some other stuff, so let's go. I've already prayed over your cards. Yeah, somebody holds you in very high regard. It's not just somebody, it's people hold you in here very high regard, Aries. Oh boy, hold on. Let's make some room here, right? Speaking of making room, here we have the Queen of Pentacles. So people definitely hold you in high regard. Adjust your crown. I'm talking to men and women, Aries. People see you as down to earth. They see you as very relatable, Aries. We also have the Five of Cups, but I feel like somebody is still replaying the past over and over and over again and still saying, oh, I remember when my past relationships started out where people held me in high regard, and then I had to, pour all this extra time, like learn the lessons from the past, right? Close out the cycle of feeling like you were foolish. I feel like somebody is feeling changed, liberated, and free from the past. So make sure every part of you is changed, liberated, and free from the past. Because like I said, if something new in your life is holding you in very high regard, don't fumble that. Keep it on the throne. Here we have the King of Cups, and that's you having compassion for yourself, but also compassion for, whatever you left in the past. You just continue being a compassionate person. Here we all say the King of Wands. You have a lot of great ideas, but some energies from your past are watching. They're looking at every little thing, ready to pounce on any opportunity. So there's no sadness, no subliminal complaining on social media, because they looking, they watching, they waiting to see if there's anything that people hold you in high regard, and you got a smile on your face, and your energy is leveled out, and there's some energy. So, but every time you look back at the past, you may feel sad about it, but let Source flush that energy out. Here we have the Queen of Swords. Carefully sit on your throne. Again, King, Queen energy. Carefully sit on your throne, and in every area of your life, everything is lining up, Aries. So be okay with just getting that listening to water sounds and flushing out things in the past. It's going to make sense to you that some energies that when you are constantly living in this right here, it's hard to pivot forward. It's hard for somebody to really believe that things are starting to line up for you. When you live in this right here, you don't know, you constantly in this confusion state. You don't know who talking negatively about you because they've moved on. They may have cut you off, or they could have moved on. You don't know if they talking negatively about you or who's talking next. Sources, put a manhole cover over all of it so you can enjoy what lies ahead. I feel like people hold you in high regard, but what's coming across your path will already know that you've gone through a lot of stuff. Things that cut into your joy. You pour into things that cut into your joy. You poured into, your time and your energy of things that, cut into your joy, cut into your sensuality or sexuality, or cut into your adaptability and your healthy range of emotions. But they shouldn't have to carry that dirty water of the past. So Source is saying, chin up, get excited. The moon is in Sagittarius, so you should be feeling more adventurous, optimistic, exuberant, open-minded, and sincere. Like I said, sometimes when you look at family members and friends and ex-love interests and colleagues and stuff, it just wasn't meant to be. Two different frequencies. And that's where the compassion comes in. You don't have to say anything negative and make somebody new coming into your life like they're your savior. Oh my God, it's about time I met this and that and so on and so forth. They're not coming to save you. You all are on the same frequency. So here we have the Tower card, the Fool card again. Here we also have the Eight of Wands, the Strength card. We also have the World card and also the Knight of Swords. There could be a Fool card came out twice. We also have the Tower card. We also have the Strength card and also the World card. So Source is saying to you, there's going to be some people from your past that's going to definitely feel, foolish. They're going to feel some kind of way about, you closing out a cycle airtight. They're going to feel some kind of way about, things actually working out very well for you, right? But it's okay. Feelings are normal. It's just, like I said, human. We're human beings. We have feelings. It's okay that they feel some kind of way, but you should be in this feeling that, you know what, I deserve this. I deserve to have a smile on my face. I deserve to be laughing so hard you can see my tonsils swinging in the back of my throat. I should be, I deserve this, right? So like I said before, the energy is not coming to save you. Their source needs you to stay focused, stay locked in and laser focused on your purpose. And what is your purpose, right? So here we have the 8 of Wands. And just stay away from, like, physically and emotionally, stay away from exes, ex-family members you don't talk to anymore, ex-friends, ex-colleagues. Like, physically stay away from it. The idea, in every way, as ideas, you don't need to pray for them. You're not praying on them or praying for them. You don't need to talk about them. You don't need to overthink. You don't have to have an emotional connection at all in any way, like all of the elements, right? You just, the source is saying, bury it. You don't need to plant any more seeds. And I wonder how they view me. I wonder if they're going to talk about me. Who cares? Enjoy what's in front of you. Put a manhole cover over it. Put a manhole cover over it. Put a manhole cover. It's a time, somebody been praying for some good news. Some good news comes across, and people worried about the past. So it's just like, leave the past where it is. Just leave it where it is. It's taking care of itself. You don't have to, again, like I said, put a manhole cover up. There's some people, believe it or not, there's some people that you may have thought was trying to pray on you. We're actually praying for you, sending out good energy into the universe. So here we have the 4 of Wands. Let's see somebody getting married, settling down and getting married. Here we have the 4 of Wands, the 8 of Cups. Here we have the 5 of Cups, the King of Cups, 6 of Swords, and the King of Swords. Yeah. I see new and exuberant love in somebody's life. So I do not invite your ex to your wedding, okay? And I'm talking about their spirit into your wedding. Of course, obviously, some people do, but I don't see you doing that. Don't invite their spirit moving forward, right? So I definitely see you celebrating something. Yeah, so here we have the 5 of Cups. You've cried over something long enough. Okay, now it's time to cry some happy tears. It's about time. You and somebody may have cried long enough. Source is about to put you around creative energies, Aries, that for you, you're going to feel like, okay, now this is what I'm talking about. This is what I've been craving in my personal and my professional life, right? So here we have the King of Cups coming out twice. I'm telling you, it's like you and somebody have had almost the identical situation in the past, and both of you all felt like both of you all felt like you were played for fools in the past. But again, I'm only telling you this because I'm reading your cards. I'm not telling you this for the purpose of trauma bonding. So please don't bring all of that into a new situation. But both of you all have felt like you've been played for fools in the past. Some of you all feel like both of you all have felt like you made the wrong decisions in the past. But that tower moment, the reason why the tower, usually the tower moment, I would say a tower moment is a good thing anyway, right? It's just like, it just all of a sudden, like you just been struck by lightning, like, oh my God, this is it. My head and heart are no longer at war with each other. You know why? Because you landed on the bright side of the number 8 instead of the dark side of the number 8. The dark side of the number 8 was where you feel you succumb to passive and powerless behavior, or egotistical, materialistic, and forceful, right? I'm so angry. Okay, I got to shower myself with all this going shopping until I drop. I got to make myself feel better. Or just feeling like I'm never going to find my person, right? After having to deal with some other things. But the light side of the number 8 is a person who, this top window right here, is I have a spiritual vision for how I believe my life should go in my personal, my professional life. And that bottom window is like I have goods, products, and services. Turn this right here, looks like the infinity symbol. That source is going to create infinite amount of resources for me. So I know that I'm using my purpose to help better other people's lives, and I'm seeing somebody focusing on that. You're purpose driven, and that's how all of a sudden something just pops up in your life. So as you sail on and move on, you're going through a rite of passage. As you move away, Aries, from any energies you may have felt like manipulated your emotions. Like one minute you're up with them, the next minute you're down with them. Like you all over the place, water splashing everywhere. So it's just saying, here you are sitting on your throne. You've gained a lot of wisdom about self. You're not even talking about the energy. You've turned off the water hose. You're like, I'm not nurturing that anymore. I'm not nurturing anything where I didn't feel nurtured, secure, protected. Like I didn't feel like my soul was fed, and I didn't feel appreciated. Water faucet turned off. I don't need to pray for you or on you at all. I'm just enjoying what lies ahead. Again, your head and heart are not at war with each other anymore. Congratulations. So for somebody, it's going to feel like you've been struck by lightning of love. Like, wow, where the heck did this come from? Don't mess it up. Don't mess it up. Don't mess it up. Don't mess it up. So again, happy Motivational Monday. There it is. A breakthrough feels like a breakdown. It does. It really, really feels like a breakdown. And here we have the Six of Cups, the Page of Cups. Here we have the Six of Swords again, the Three of Wands, and then also the Four of Cups. You don't even have to wonder about, like, it looks like, okay, it looks like, remember time is relative, right? So it looks like whoever you left behind, things are happening for them, but also moving forward, things are happening for you. The only thing you want to be concerned with is what's happening for you, because this is clearly looking at the cards here. When you're operating in your light, we're talking about the Tower card, you're putting, and you all are ruled by Mars. When you put your energy towards your purpose, and ultimately every human being's purpose is to do their part and better, to help better mankind. You also mankind, obviously. So you're benefiting, everybody else is benefiting from you operating in your purpose. That's what makes things crystal clear. That's what makes it. We're not talking about a job. We're talking about purpose, right? Somebody had to find their purpose in their pain of energies manipulating your emotions. That's how somebody was found their purpose in their pain of being your emotions being manipulated. So source is saying this is some good news coming across your path. That's right. There's some good news coming across your path. You don't even, if you're talking about an ex-colleague, whoever you used to work with, work for, date, was married to, or whatever, remember, you're inviting them to your wedding. I'm just, if you don't remember anything else, you're inviting their energy into your space, and that's out. That should be turned off. No more talking about it. Here we also have the Six of Swords. You and somebody are going through a rite of passage, energies that you left behind and energies you're moving towards. I'm going through a rite of passage. Here we also have the Three of Wands. And so, like I said before, we got 3 and 7 of Wands here. I see your prayer life has not only been, your prayers have not only been answered, but sources kick it up a notch. It's this where you start meditating on, there's a clear path. Me and my person, we don't have any issues moving forward. Not the same issues I've dealt with in the past. I'm not letting energies manipulate my emotions, right? So somebody's cup has to be full, filled for yourself, and also filled for, just in general, that cup of compassion being filled. Your wisdom is just saying your wisdom. And that way, I feel like somebody you coming in contact with they're not interested in talking about their their past experiences that could have been, they're not calling their ex a master manipulator, whoever. And I feel like they will also encourage you to not talk about, imagine sitting there listening to somebody who's constantly talking about their ex. When you're trying to get to know them, you're like, okay, it sounds like y'all got some unfinished business. I feel like moving with this right here, you and your person in business and or in love are not talking about the past. Y'all already learned the lessons you needed to learn, so you're not going to sabotage this. You're not going to sabotage this. And even if your mind starts to go, where's the card? Even if your mind starts to go, here we have the 10, we have King of Cups here, we have... I'm just saying your wishes being fulfilled. This is great. I'm saying your wishes being fulfilled in every area of your life. So again, when your mind wants to go to, okay, is this person just telling me what I want to hear because that's what my ex did? Sources say that's not your ex. You're bringing that energy into the into this new situation. Oh, I wonder if this is too good to be true, and you nervous. Pray about it. Source, help me to flush all of this out. Somebody pours so much into past relationships, like I said, family relationships. You've nurtured so many unhealthy relationships, looking at the cards here, but so has the new person nurtured some unhealthy relationships as well. So give yourselves a break. Give yourselves a break. The person is compassionate. They're wise. They're a sweetheart. I'm talking about you and them. The energy is highly intuitive. They're empathic. They're a human lie detector. So they already know when your mouth is saying one thing, but your emotions are saying something else, and they're able to just tap into that. So, like I said before, you're not expecting new energy to carry the burden of ex relationships from the past. So, yeah, you're definitely closing out some things of just feeling like you were foolish. You've already gone from 0 to 21. This you go to the first major arcana to the last major arcana, right? So somebody says, "Hey, listen, I'm not dealing with that anymore. I'm not going through that anymore. I got some good news in my life. I need to get some rest." Here we have the Four of Swords, the Ace of Swords, the High Priestess energy. Here we have the Six of Cups in reverse. We have the Ten of Swords. We also have the Five of Swords. It's like somebody that's connected to you. Let me see. The Four and Ace of Swords, and also the Five of Swords here, right? It feel like it looks like, and then we also have the Ten of Swords, right? So this would be 10, and this would be 10, right? It feels like somebody who is connected to you, possibly a friend of yours, who just can't let it go. They're still, this is the Six of Cups. They don't have a whole lot of faith in some things, but guess what? It's your vision, Aries. It's not their vision for your life. Only you know what you prayed to source for. And so if you got some family members and friends that's kind of, I don't know about this one because that's how the last situation happened. Tell them to get that negativity out of the way. Just tell them to get the negativity out of the way. They will be adding into bringing an X back into a situation. You have source right inside of you. You can pray to. Keep your vibrations as high as you possibly can. So somebody connected to you doesn't have a whole lot of faith in your relationship, and that may be the person you need to release. That may be the energy you need to release. Here we have the High Priestess energy, and tap into your own High Priestess energy. Tap into your own High Priestess energy. Remember this, Aries. You deserve it. That's not you being naive. But sometimes you keep people around that's always negative. They always got something negative to say because things are not working out well for them in their lives. So all of a sudden, that's remember how the last one was, and remember you came crying back to everybody. Okay, you know what? Thank you. Goodbye. 18. I am kind-hearted. You are both open-minded and open-hearted, and your ambition is to leave this world better than you found it. Ensure that your goals are aligned with the collective need and with the highest good of all. 18. 1 and 8 is 9. You know, some people, they so busy trying to judge you and trying to point out past mistakes that, see, the tower is going to actually fall on them when things start working out very well for you if you can just release them. Release them and all their negativity, because that's what it is. It's negativity. You don't, because if you keep that type of energy around, you'll start thinking people are jealous, and I can't believe that they're jealous. And guess what? You're gonna bring that energy right into a fulfilling relationship. Oh, they jealous. I can't believe they showing me something. I mean, maybe some of my past relationships would have worked out if I had listened to my first mind. That's the danger of keeping those types of energies around. So get rooted and grounded. So many of the most evolved beings on earth are regular folks living with joy, dignity, and courage. Somebody could have a friend in their life that's just not, they don't know how to tap into the well of joy within themselves. They go from person to person to person. They're the ones that's the manipulator. They're the ones that every time you get some joy or happiness in your life. But see, I suspect that there are some people from your past that may have moved on because they like, Aries don't even see that's a master manipulator in their lives. And so, not to disrupt anything, they say they're moving on. Some people just don't want to be caught up in a bunch of chaos and confusion of saying, well, I've been friends with them for years, and now I got to look at them differently. Source has to let you find out some things. Somebody's going to find out that every single time you got some good news coming your way, there's somebody that you've allowed in your inner circle that feels some kind of way about it. It's this right here, a Judas spirit. And you may not have been able to detect it before because you probably thought, oh, they were just good looking out for me. So it's just like, no, they looking out for themselves and what they can get. Because look, your reputation is in being, people hold you in very high regard. They see you as very creative. And so, and this is the type of, like I said, I see somebody getting married. I see somebody settling down and loving your lives. I mean, just really loving your life. But here they come. If you keep these energies around, keep these energies around, you'll see one failed relationship after the next because they don't see themselves in a happy, healthy relationship. So when you are listening to chakra cleansing music on a regular basis, that's rain sounds in the background, water sounds, it can be ocean sounds in the background. When you're listening to that on a regular basis, Source is going to flush them out. You watch. Angelic template 29. 2 and 9 is 11. 11 is a master number. Source is saying get off the fence and start listening to water sounds. Your creativity is about to increase. Your reputation, like I said, people want to work with you. All kinds of blessings are trying to come in. But Source is saying to you, you're going through a rite of passage, and there's some energy around you. Like I said, it could be several energies. It's always what would they consider it as? What's the term? The devil's advocate. Like, for every excitement you have, they want to come back with something negative instead of just letting you just enjoy the moment. Like, and speak, pray over your relationships, like pray over your, healthy relationships. They always got something like a Debbie or David Downer. Source is saying, get away from them. 22. Oh, we had 18 also. I am aligned, right? Basically, they're trying to get you, and I'm glad this card came out too. 18, 1 and 8 is 9. Source is saying it's going to flush out some energies in your life that you're going to release because their energy, they're egotistical. They think they know everything about your life, like they're the expert on your life. And this is in somebody's friendship circle. This is somebody, friendship could be family members as well, like that you say, okay, they're blood relatives, but they're also friends too. Your life is aligned without them, just like your person coming into your life, their life is better off without holding on to other people's stuff. Both you and your person are fair-minded, right? And you feel how aligned you are, and it just feels like you're lucky without certain energies and their negativity in your life. So I feel like that's what I'm saying, marriage. Like somebody's saying, hey, you're going to see how many opportunities open up for you. See this, like right here? This is like a wealth of opportunities, of creative opportunities coming your way when you leave certain types of energies behind, because they always got something negative to say, always. Here we also have, you are in possession of incredible creative powers, and it is assured that you can achieve anything you wish. Let's start flushing that kind of stuff out of your life and just be okay with it. Like, because like I said, you all are highly intuitive. You can think for yourself. You can weigh the pros and cons of situations. You already got it. And I'm talking to you if you have Aries anywhere in your chart, including if Aries is your Chiron. I'm talking to you wherever Aries is in your birth chart. You are who they prayed for. That's why I like to shuffle the cards in front of you all. You are who they prayed. You are who somebody prayed for. So again, the negative thoughts that people have been planning to your you are exactly who they prayed for. So don't mess it up, Aries. Please don't mess it up, because I'm trying to come to the wedding. I'm just kidding. But no, seriously. But look, listen, that's what I have for you, Aries. Like I said, I'm happy for you all. You deserve it. Now it's time for you to start listening to your own intuition. For real. It's time for you to start listening to your own intuition, or at least aligning people with, aligning yourself with energies that really believe in you, right? Where your spirit feels nurtured. You can get excited. Like, you can tap into joy. You can actually celebrate really celebrate without feeling like you got to hold something back. You ever been in spaces like that, Aries, where you feel like I can't even really, if I celebrate too much, if I'm smiling too hard, if I'm laughing a little bit too hard, if I'm just like, woo, this is what I prayed for. You always got that energy, or certain energies. It's like, well, I mean, remember the last time. Okay, yeah, this is the last time I'm going to give you access to my news, right? So here we have, I was created for a purpose. Great things happen to me each day. My very presence is a blessing. I believe in myself. Joy is a choice, and I choose joy. Greater is coming, and I am enough, because you've always been enough. Again, but when you're in relationships where it's out of alignment, whether it's you feel like you're with your person, but they're attached to a family that is weighing heavy on them, and they just can't release their family, or they can't release certain types of friends, or they can't release, you could stay into a situation where you are carrying someone's dirty water that they're carrying for other people, and they can manipulate your joy, and it can just take away from all that stuff. So Source is saying now it's time to flush all of that out. Flush all of it out and make room for the life that you prayed for. So congratulations in advance to each and every one of you all, Aries, and I will see you all on Midweek Wednesday. But yes, make this a great week where you feel like that opportunities are coming from all over the place. But I'm telling you, once you start listening to, and I'm talking about on a regular basis, water sounds, it's going to flush this energy right out. It's going to flush that energy out. And some of you all already know who they are, and it may be like, well, it's not that bad. It kind of, it's a little innocent. Judas spirits are not innocent at all. They ride the fences. They're focusing on they're focusing on what they can get out of something. Anybody who is already operating in their purpose, they happy for you, whether you connect with them or not. They just genuinely happy for you. But there are some people that feel like there's some benefit to being stuck to you. They like to see you sad. Imagine somebody sitting around holding, this going to be a man or woman, and seeing you bleeding out, and they not racing to help you and snatch those swords out of you. They actually benefit from seeing this. They ride the fence. They go take one information back to this person and the other people, and they go collect some more information, bringing you back, and here meanwhile you sitting there bleeding out. Like, come on now. That's what I have for you, Aries. I will see you all on Wednesday. Bye.